Welcome to Ballycastle, a town so named after the castle of the MacDonalds that once stood here on the northeasternmost part of Northern Ireland. Our story begins with this once strongly contested land on the Glens of Antrim by warring tribes of the Irish O'Neills, the Scottish MacQuillans, and not forgetting the formidable Scottish Earls of Antrim, the MacDonalds. These three powerhouses would wage havoc across these lands, sometimes allies by marriage, sometimes treacherous in-laws, as ownership of the lands ebbed to and fro by the tides of war. In the end, the MacQuillans would be deposed, the chieftain Shane O'Neill beheaded, and the MacDonalds witnessed their women and children slaughtered on Rathlin Island by ruthless English revenge. Only the MacDonalds would retain their power base by political power plays in the reign of Elizabeth I. The story of Ballycastle falls to but one man, Colonel Hugh Boyd. He was the son of the vicar of Vermont Parish who would bring large-scale industry to the town. His vision for the town would see the building of a pier, a harbour, a church at his own expense, to the opening of coal mines and tanneries, glassworks, limeworks and saltworks, textiles and agriculture. He transformed the once sleepy fishing village into an industrial powerhouse. The buildings from the top half of the town are from the Georgian period, and they lead down the street to the Diamond and the Holy Trinity Church, built by Colonel Hugh Boyd. Sadly, nothing remains of the old castle, after which Ballycastle is named, long since gone, but it stood on the grounds encompassing the church, being vanquished in battles of the 17th century. Ballycastle would go on to become a popular market town, the most famous of which is still held today, the Old Lammas Fair.
What about you, mate?
It's been a long time.
Daddy, see, there's another man I haven't seen.
You keeping alright? Alright.
Not too bad.
What are you back?
Hey.
This monument was erected in 1899 by the people of Ballycastle in fond memory of Dr. George Matthew O'Connor, who worked as a local disciplinary doctor in Ballycastle from 1844 to 1896. Holy Trinity Parish Church is a Church of Ireland church in the Diamond, Ballycastle's main square. Like the rest of the Diamond, the church is Grade A listed. Built by Colonel Hugh Boyd, who bore the total cost, the church was completed in 1756 and is popularly known as Boyd's Church. The church was built in the Greco-Italian style, with an asp-shaped chancel and an octagonal spire about 100 feet high. It was effectively a chapel for the Boyd family and its estate for many years. The remains of many Boyd descendants are in the vaults below. Now let us head on down to the seafront, where the building style changes from Georgian to Victorian. In 1737, Hugh Boyd was granted £10,000 by the Irish Parliament for a harbour at Ballycastle. The work was guided by Mr. Steers, who was both building the Liverpool docks and Newry Canal at the time. Unfortunately, by 1756, storm damage and an attack of teredo worms had racked both piers and left the harbour filled with sand. Boyd, having no choice, built a new pier out of limestone and sandstone. As Ballycastle's industrial output grew, exports of salt and linen, kelp, leather and oats, butter and wine bottles followed the coal around the world. Colonel Hugh Boyd would die in 1765, and the town and its industrial might fell into deep decline. The modern town of today's economy relies on tourism, on the success of fairs and events held within the town, and of course not neglecting the historical places to visit in and around the surrounding countryside. Ballycastle Beach is a popular tourist destination. It is approximately 1.2 kilometres in length and runs from the pier at Ballycastle Marina at the western end to Pan's Rock in the east. Rathlin Island is Northern Ireland's northernmost point and one of the few remaining inhabited islands. It bears a sad history of many historic massacres, most notably that carried out by the English against the women and children of their sworn enemies, the Scottish MacDonalds. There is a ferry service operating across the 6 nautical miles from Ballycastle to the island. The original Marine Hotel, built in 1888, was sadly destroyed by a terrorist bomb in 1979. The site lay derelict for a number of years until an investor was finally found, and it was rebuilt and opened on the 13th of September 1991. So whether you're drawn to its history, captivated by its natural beauty, or simply seeking a peaceful retreat, Ballycastle invites you to come and experience the magic for yourself. The sun sinks low on the golden
shadows lengthen as the day.